What is up, guys? It's Cal, and in this video I want to show you the events that happened to Silithus after defeating Argus and Antares the Burning Throne. Now, just for spoiler's sake, since I know a lot of people do care about spoilers, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys that you don't want spoiled. If you have not killed Argus yet in any difficulty, I would recommend doing that so you know exactly what happens to Silithus. But if you do know what happens to Silithus, well, in 7.3.5 it just slightly changes because that's essentially the battle for Azeroth pre-patch. I mean, there might be another patch after it, but the events in that patch are definitely going to be leading into the next expansion. So I'm going to show you the differences between the two, and then at the end of the video I'm going to talk about something that happens to our artifact weapons. So I will warn you towards the end of the video for that. But anyways, let's get started. Well, there's Silithus. We have a giant sword that Sargeras has just shoved right into it. That is the sword Gorabal, because I made a video on it at some point that Sargeras' sword, prior to him being corrupted, was called Gorshalok. But since the sword is semi-sentient, it broke itself when he became corrupted and led the Burning Legion. So Sargeras took Gorabal, whereas Agrimar took Tayshalak, which you can see that during the Agrimar fight because he has that ability called, or the buff called Tayshalak's Reach. And also, if you're a class who can wield, what is it, a two-handed sword? Or is it one-handed? Well, if you're a class that can wield that, you can get that sword from Agrimar for, well, transmog purposes. So anyways, this is the giant sword that Sargeras has lodged right into Silithus. It's slightly changed a bit in 7.3.5 on the PTR currently, and I will show that after I go through, well, what it looks like currently on live. So we see the ruptured area on the ground. Oh yeah, the map. The map's probably something a lot of people care about. That is the giant hole. There's no flight paths around. Everyone's dead. So there's nothing here. This area becomes important in 7.3.5. I'm going to be showing that, obviously. And it just looks like lava. And Azeroth's bleeding. So I guess that's what that fire-looking lava stuff coming out of the ground would be. Now, before I go to further up the sword, up there and look closer to that, I do want to just take a look over here, just to show you that there's nothing over here. Just because that is kind of a kind of key point in 7.3.5. Just everyone's dead. I guess I can take a look at like closer to AQ as well. And this is the other side of the sword, so it just kind of looks the same on both sides. AQ's over there. I'll go closer over there in just a minute. Let's go further up the sword first. Okay, so we're up here. I wonder if this will hurt me. Let's see. No. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would do some damage to me. Okay, let's see. We're going on the inside. Inside the sword. Okay, this just kind of looks untextured. Come on, Blizz. I can go through it with my mount. Okay, I try to go further up the mantle, but this is as high as I can go. And there's the sword from a slightly further distance. Okay. Let's take a closer look at AQ. Just that easy. Okay, so AQ has not changed at all, at least the summoning stone portion of it. But yeah, it just kind of looks like it cuts off here. They didn't want to mess with the old raid at all. And now over here, I believe this is where that bug place was. But they don't even like, I would assume like a destroyed version of it. The hole isn't even in the ground anymore. Okay, so that's pretty much all of Silithus in Alive. Let's take a look at what it looks like in 7.3.5. Okay, here we are. So we're just looking at it from Oldham. What is that? Okay, anyway, as you can see, there's no like red texture up at the top there. And then getting closer, we can see that it looks less lava-y. And we see like a blue essence coming out of Azeroth because Azeroth is bleeding. And we'll see the blood shortly. Enough Azerite. Azerite's the blood, which they talked about at BlizzCon. That is going to be the main resource that we use to power up our new artifact, whatever it is, Heart of Azeroth thing. But here we are. This is the Horde town, formed in Silithus, called Southwind Village, and there is a flight path here. So I don't really feel like landing there, but there is a flight path somewhere, just filled with goblins, orcs, and Khadgar's there, the sole human amongst orcs and goblins. Okay, and here is a closer look at what it looks like down here. This is the Azerite, which some goblins are mining, of course. And okay, I can like kind of go through it. Just more Azerite all over the place. And there it is. And then this is the Alliance town. I forget what it's called. It says the Alliance flight, but yeah, it shows Cenarian Hold there, but Cenarian Hold's kind of bye-bye. So this is the Alliance town, Staghelm Point, and here's a flight master. So I don't know any flight locations connected to this one, and here's Khadgar. I won't be staying long, so I must speak quickly. Let's see if there's any, like maybe faction leaders in here. If there are, then there would of course be some for the Horde counterpart. Clifford Bentham, Provisioner. Just Alliance guards. There is an innkeeper here, though I can't set my hearth. The innkeeper has the name of Alliance worker. I feel like that would be placeholder. Oh, there's another innkeeper. Okay, well there's innkeepers all over the place. Here we have Nolan Speed, SI Commander, and then Kelsey Steelspark. Nobrigan Covert Ops. Silithid Recruiter, Tammy Tinkspinner. The evolutionary biology of the Silithid species is extraordinarily fascinating. And then a mineralogist. A bunch of, I guess, innkeepers? I don't know. And then what's happening over here? They're just building something. Okay, so there are Bilgewater laborers at this just little construction here, which makes me think that maybe these guys are friendly to Horde players, because Bilgewater Cartel are the playable goblin race, and then there are some SI operators who are stealthed around here. And then just a closer look at this eye-looking thing. Yeah, there's no essence coming out of it. I think I can actually go higher than how I was on live. Yeah, I wasn't able to go this high. Let's see how high up I can go. Okay, it looks like I can go to the very top. Right up here. It's interesting that you cannot do that on live, but you can on the PTR. And up there you can see the little Pantheon star after you defeat Argus. The planet goes away and then the Pantheon is in the distance. Okay, well, I'm at the very top now. So let's go to the entrance of AQ. This is gonna take a while. Oh, there we go. Yes, I did click disengage. I just don't have my keybind set up on the PTR, I'm sorry. There's what it looks like on the other side. And there's another good look at it. And then AQ is obviously unchanged. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, this was here before, but like, I guess it was different. That's right. Okay, anyways, so that's essentially what Silithus looks like pre 7.3.5, and then what it will look like after 7.3.5, and then this sword obviously only appears once you defeat Argus and enters the Burning Throne on any difficulty. And then, if you don't want spoilers, you can click off the video now about what will happen, the quest line in Silithus once 7.3.5 comes out. So what ends up happening is, through Magni Bronzebeard, we essentially sacrifice the powers of our artifact weapons to, I guess, contain the sword. The exact quote from Magni Bronzebeard is, "The Sword of Sargeras is poison in the very lifeblood of the world. The only vessels capable of containing that kind of..." Okay, he talks really strangely. "That kind of power are the mighty weapons you wield. Raise them up as one. Draw out the corruption from the dark Titan's blade. Together, champions, for Azeroth. So all that hard work of leveling our legendary weapons up, man, mine's level 76, we just sacrifice them to this thing so Azeroth doesn't die. Because they did say at BlizzCon that there would be like a farewell to our artifact weapons. They would not be carrying over into the next expansion because we'll in fact have a new artifact called the Heart of Azeroth. So yeah guys, that's the entire video. If you liked it, you can leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.